On last week's episode of Belize On Reel, we showed you the expanding coconut water industry on the small business level. More and more street-side vendors are turning to coconut water as a business opportunity. We spoke about the health benefits and the fact that the government of Belize has taken notice of this lucrative business. Tonight we revisit this business and its symbiotic relationship with a separate industry. Cuellar's store in Central American Boulevard sells an assortment of single-use products for the food and beverage industry. Approximately 80% of sales come from small businesses, like those coconut water stands we come across throughout Belize City.
We offer mostly biodegradable products for the food and beverage restaurants, and then the local people that also have their small businesses out there that do with tricycle. It starts from the big restaurants to even the ones at the street vendors as well.
The highly sought-after product for those who sell coconut water are 16-ounce and 1-liter plastic bottles. The most commonly used 16-ounce bottles are sold by bales. A bale of 80 bottles costs the vendor $21, while a bale of 210 bottles costs $50. If you do the math, a single bottle costs about 25 cents a bottle.
We get not just the coconut water, but they also do the coconut oil as well. And some of them, they're not big because I usually speak with my customers. So they're just probably they do on their vicinity. They don't do in big, but they still do a little side business with those.
Coconut water bottle.
Some of them will pick up probably a dozen of the bottles for the coconut oil, and that will probably they'll come in the next week. So they're mostly just like for a limited customer. Then we have others that come for the coconut water. They will come probably 2 to 3 times a week for a bale of bottle that brings 210 bottles. So some of them really are out there selling a lot.
There is, however, an environmental concern attached to the increased sale of coconut water. While more and more Belizeans catch on to this growing trend, each purchase is another single-use plastic entering the environment. As of March of 2022, the sale of single-use plastics has been banned in Belize. This has forced companies like Cuellar's store to source alternatives like biodegradable plates and kitchen utensils. But unless you take your reusable cup to buy coconut water, there's not much of an alternative available on the local market at this point. I know that you told me earlier your sentiment is we wish there were options, but at this point there isn't any alternatives. Single-use plastic, still not the best thing for the environment.
That is true. Hopefully, and we're hoping that soon there will be a company that will be able to provide us with the biodegradable bottles. That's one of our main hopes and objective, because they're trying to see if they see other options. But for now, that's what if we don't import, then what will happen with the people out there? What others source will they go to, or what will they use to sell their products? So for right now, we have to try at least supply them with that and have the business still going on.
A notable change to the updated single-use bottles on the market is the fact that less plastic is used in the manufacturing process. These bottles are now easier to crush than they ever were before. But Cindy makes a valid point. If these bottles are to be done away with, then what other options would be available for street-side vendors like Brenda and Manuel, who both rely on the sale of bottled coconut water to provide for their family?
It's helped us a lot because we don't work for nobody. Yeah, only for me and my husband. And I have 3 kids. Yeah, I have 3 kids. She's my smallest baby. The first one is going to standard 5. The smallest one is going to Fant 1. Yeah, and it helps us. Yeah, we don't have to work for nobody. It helps us, yes, sir.
You know, for pay the bills and but just for survive. Not for sell that. Just for live, pay the bills. Sometimes sell like a 200-300. Before, whenever I have a lot of people, I used to sell 500-600 coconut, but not that one hold a lot of weed. So they like the business slow down on it. But before, I used to sell a truckload.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.